Hope you've all had a super fantastic sparkling day. We have had an awesome day of rest and relaxation here. Today's challenge was kick back and relax day, and that's basically what we did. We got up this morning, went over and met up with our friend Vicky and her dog Sissy, and we walked down to the place where we got the masks from the other day and gave them a donation for the material so they could go make more masks and things. And then we mentioned we were going to the dog park, and they said, just walk through our little path here at the back, you'll put you right out there. So we did. Over at the park was Schultzy that we hadn't seen for a while. I thought they had left the park because I hadn't seen them around. But no, they had actually moved sites. So instead of being just down the street from us, they had actually moved to a different site. And so Zephy finally got to run around the dog park with Schultzy. Really? You want to play now after your day? Okay. And Schultzy is an Australian Shepherd, a 2-year-old Australian Shepherd. So lots of energy, lots of speed, and Zephy outran him. And then she realised she was outrunning her new friend, and so she slowed up so Schultzy could catch. The two of them ran around and played for about an hour. There was 2 other dogs that came in. One was a black and white pointer, and I can't remember what type of pointer he was, and the other one was a little beagle, and the 4 of them ran around together just having a blast for about 15-20 minutes, and then the other 2 dogs left again, and then it was back to Zephy and Schultzy. So if you have a look at Zephy's Great Adventures, you'll see a picture of her there where she's deciding that she's going to chomp on a tree root while Schultzy stands guard. Very, very cute Aussie Shepherd that she got to play with, and totally wiped her out. We walked back to Sparkles for breakfast, and instead of going to her water bowl, she went straight to her food bowl and started eating. Then she had something to drink, and then she collapsed onto the vinyl floor in front of the kitchen sink while I did this morning's Facebook Live. And then I'd hit the Facebook Live end button, shared it and all of that sort of stuff, and less than 5 minutes later she was in her crate, out to it, completely out to it. And that's basically where she stayed the entire day. And then this afternoon, and so I just gone to the recliner. There's a little side table here between the recliner, and I'll show you. There's this little side table here. So this little side table comes out of here and just lays across. The only problem with the recliner is that this is as far as it can turn. But if this is away, then I can turn it so that the feet end is up there and I can fully recline back. And so that's what I did. I put this table away this morning, turned the recliner around, stretched out on the recliner, and I still had a good view. I had a good view out the door there of people walking past and all that sort of stuff. Zephy stayed in her crate all day. I had powered up Brad's old iPad the other day, and because he's got some really cool little apps on there, and one of them's like doing jigsaw puzzles. So I've been doing those because I don't have a space to actually put a physical jigsaw puzzle out. So doing them online's been on the iPad's been kind of fun. And then I thought, after I had some lunch, I thought I'm going to go take a nap. And I thought, I wonder if Zephy would come join me. So I just went and got on the bed like I was going to go take a nap. And the next thing I know, she's on the bed, curled up against me, out to it. I'm like, okay, I guess we're napping together. And after we napped, my friend Vicky had already texted me beforehand saying, because it was meant to be her last night here, she's leaving tomorrow. And so she asked me and said, you want to go grab some dinner? And I said, yeah, what do you feel like? And she's like, I don't know. And I knew that there was a Panera Bread not far from here, so we decided to go have Panera Bread. So we did the whole drive-up thing, grabbed some sandwiches, came back to the campground and dropped her off at her RV. And she's now not leaving till Friday because she's got friends coming in later this week into this campground. So she's going to stay longer to meet up with them before they all move on. And so we're all leaving on the same day on Friday. So still no idea where I'm going because I didn't get online today. The only thing I did online was my Facebook Live. Posted a couple of pictures of Zephy, and that was it. Basically ignored text messages and Facebook messages. Thought, I'll just deal with all of them tomorrow. I was just like, yeah. This is the basic, and the one Facebook Live I did this morning, and posting Zephy's pictures is the only thing I've done online today. I haven't even checked emails. Kind of scared too. Although it is a Sunday, I tend to not get as many emails as I do midweek, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. But yes, we've got a busy week coming up this week as we start preparing for the next part of our journey. I realize that when we come to leave here, we will have been here 47 days at this particular site. We got here, so when we leave on Friday, it'll be 47 days since we arrived on this site. I was like, wow. I don't think, yeah. So I'm very anxious to get back on the road again. Still no idea where I'm going except north. We'll probably head up to 75, don't know. We'll look and see. that's on this week's agenda to do Monday and Tuesday, is to figure out where I'm going on Friday, and then we'll work it out from there. So trying to figure out, because I really don't want to stay in the heat and the humidity, although I'd love to get back up to Virginia and see a whole bunch of friends up there. But they've still got their thing of, if you come into Virginia, you have to self-quarantine in your RV for 2 weeks before you can get out and wander around. And I'm sort of like, yeah, I've been self-quarantining for the last 9 weeks, 8 weeks, however long I've been in Claremont, because the other campground I was at, which is 30 minutes up the road, I was basically self-quarantined there for 2 weeks, except for the first week. The first week's before the quarantine stuff went in. So I had dinner with Tony and Brett 2 nights, dinner with Joanne and Carlos another night, and then after that I basically didn't see anybody except for Tony and Brett when they came to pick up Bertha, so I could then move Sparkles and then to drop Bertha off again. And Bertha's the car that is Tony's car that I've been using while I've been here. So I've been in self-quarantine a long time. I'm done with quarantines. I am so over this. But we're gonna travel safe. We're gonna make sure that the places we go to we can. And there's a really good website for RVers that has been listing by state what government facilities are closed as far as campgrounds go, what private campgrounds are open. If they are open, do they have any restrictions, like you have to stay 2 weeks, minimum stay of 2 weeks. They're only allowing reservations in up until a certain date, and then there's no reservations after that date. There's some that are meant to open, they're open like in May. Are they open? Are they not open? Are they opening late? That sort of stuff. So, and which ones are open as business as normal type of thing, or they've got to change in check and process. Like you make your reservation online, they charge your credit card online, they charge your credit card and everything else. They give you your site number before you arrive, so when you get there, there's no need to even go into the office. You just go straight to your site, and so they send you all that information ahead of time. So it'll be interesting when we leave here on Friday to see, or when I come to plan this week, what's open, what's not open, what I can book, what I can't book, how far I get, all that sort of good stuff. So, but I'm looking forward to getting back on the road again. It's been a while, and I really don't count that 30-minute drive from North Claremont down to Southern Claremont. I really don't count that. So we've been basically in this area since the 9th of March, and definitely ready to move on and explore more and see more and all of that sort of stuff, and just get back to our adventures on the road. And I now have a dog at my feet who's pushing herself all off my legs and stuff. She's not sure what she's doing. She's now suddenly got her second wind. We just got back from our evening walk. So, but before we went for our evening walk, while I was having dinner, she found this bug. I have no idea what type of bug it was. It was just a little bug, and she was patting it around with her paw, and then she'd get it in her mouth and like shake her head, and it would go flying out of her mouth, and so she'd go pounce on it and whatever. As long as the bug's dead and doesn't hurt us, and we're good. Extra protein for her, as far as I'm concerned. But so we've got a busy week coming up this week as we prepare to get back on the road again and do all of our pre-travel stuff, do our bookings, business stuff I need to take care of this week as well. I got projects to be finished up, so it's going to be a very busy week this week, and I'm really, really looking forward to this week and just all the fun stuff that's going to be happening with projects and all of that stuff. And my dog has trapped something underneath the seat again. She loves putting stuff under the recliner when I'm on live. I think that's her way of saying hurry up and get offline so I can play. But look, there's your toy right there. So what did you put underneath the thing? Who knows? I'll have to go see what she's been chasing. Anyway, have a super fantastic sparkling evening. We'll catch you guys tomorrow morning with your business challenge, with your challenges of the day, your mindset, your business, and your fun activity challenge for the day. And until then, have a super fantastic sparkling evening. He konera!